Hey, thanks for tuning in. It's been a while since I posted a video, and uh, just wanted to share some thoughts. Been meeting some people at work. Uh, where I work, there's different people in different departments, different airlines, and just different locations that we get to know working through for TSA at the airport. We get to know everybody at the airport pretty much a little bit. So anyway, we have casual talk, and I had a few moments the other day. This guy I hadn't talked to for a while seemed really stressed. He said, "How's it going?" I said, "It's going okay." And he got to tell me how he was doing and was totally honest with me. He said he was going through a rough patch, and I tried to be an encouragement to him. And I said, "Thanks for being honest with me and telling me how you really feel, as opposed to lying and just have an everyday conversation. And I'm okay. I'd rather somebody level with me and tell me how they're doing." And went on to tell him that I pray every day for the opportunity to speak to somebody like that and to be an encouragement to them. And long story short, he just, underneath his uniform, he pulled out a cross, and he said, "I just need to quit being ashamed and start being me." And a lot of times that's what we all need to do. It made me think of the chameleon, and I've talked about that before. The chameleon is an animal that changes its outer skin, its outer color, based on where its location is. If it's on a tree, it looks like a tree. If it's in the grass, it looks like the grass, and whatever. And we all sometimes fall into that whole chameleon Christian thing, that we tend to act like the friends that we're around, regardless of what we claim our spiritual status is. So it was kind of neat to see him pull that out and say, I just need to start being me again and praying more. And I went on to tell him I'd be praying for him and bring him some information, some literature, and some books. But also that conversation reminded me of something else, is about the hustle and bustle of life. We work so hard, have a roof over our head, food on the table, and, X, Y, and Z. But we don't stop and take each day in consideration what a blessing each day is. And a lot of times we do get wrapped up and we become a slave to the bank, and lose sight of enjoying every moment and enjoying the opportunities God gives us. So be in prayer for my friend Scott, and just pray that God will be an encouragement to him, or lift him up, and help me to be an encouragement to him and other Christians around him. And it was good just to see him, to take that cross out and say, it's time to start being me. And that was a really good, I don't know what the right word is, not an analogy, but it was a really good thing to see him do, And I think it's in Revelations that says, no, don't quote me on this, but the point is this: no coward will make it to heaven. You can't be a coward and be a Christian, or what the Bible says. So, I find myself, I'm so impressed with this new Christian store. I'm not going to call it a Christian bookstore, because it has many other things than books, like clothing and attire. It's called Mardell's, and we have one in Johnson City here, and I would highly encourage you to go by there. If they had a full, wide variety of clothing, I'd probably shop there, period. But anyway, I like a lot of their t-shirts they have, and they have a lot of good quotes on them. The point of that being, I've got this one shirt that says "Unapologetically Christian" on it, and I'm not going to change the way I act based on the crowd I'm around, because what's more important to me is my relationship with Jesus. And I know his feelings get hurt, and he gets sad and upset when we let him down. God has emotions too, and he calls us his sons and daughters, and he is our Father. And so we don't want to, when you get to a certain point in a relationship and you actually, you bond with Jesus, you have those convictions that say, hey, I don't want to let God down. And so to me, it's easy not only to, like say, if you wear a secular shirt, it's still easy for me to be a Christian, but when I wear these other shirts, then it's like I'm actually being more vocal, more, what's the word I'm looking for? More outgoing, I'm exposing it more to everybody that sees me. Hey, I am a Christian. I don't care, and I'm not ashamed of it. And we shouldn't be. And hopefully, even wearing that kind of attire will attract some people to make a comment to where we can even witness to them. So anyway, I just want to encourage you to keep it up. And there's always people out there hurting. There's always somebody out there, and sometimes you have a sense of that. You can kind of tell when somebody's not acting like themselves. And I would like to encourage you as a Christian to ask them if everything's going okay. No, really, is everything going okay? And pray for them and try to help them any way you can. And we all need it. We've all been in those valleys before, and we'll be in those valleys again and need our brothers to pick us up. So thanks for being encouragement to me by watching this, and have a great week.